Greetings, my friends. It is Thursday, September 23rd, and I'm compelled to evolve this format with an improvised monologue, I guess, on what I am experiencing at this point in time, because I realize that there are people who get what's happening and are fully engaged in the faith of it, as opposed to people who are living in the fear doctrine. Two separate things, but there's many layers of each. There's many people who are coming out of the fear doctrine, and there's many people who are at any stage of development in honing their consciousness. And in my mind, my work is for everybody, but of course, that can never be true. On some level, all I can do is plant seeds. But for the people who are ready and willing and trying so hard to adopt higher frequency living, not just as a lifestyle, but as a skill set to assist in the transmutation. So, I'm sharing my experience to give perspective on how things go. I know that my experience is written in a book. I am one of many people who have been able to access the rishis, and I'm just beginning on level 1 of that. So, my awakening really began spiritually in 2012, although my political awakening was much earlier, back in the 80s. And my philosophy at this point in time is always look to what the possibilities are. When I performed with Butch Morris in Sardinia, it was a piece called Possible Universe, and everything was about possibilities, magnitudes of possibilities, and other world, other dimensional possibilities. And that has been playing a huge part in my thinking at this point in time. So there's all these other possibilities that we have that are outside the realm of our third dimensional indoctrination. Okay, everybody has been indoctrinated. It's up to every one of us to take our focus away from the indoctrination and see what else is out there, because there's plenty out there, plenty. So, what are the possibilities of you as an energetic being having control of your power enough to be able to affect what happens in the world? It's not just the power of 8. The power of 8 is an extension of the innate superpower that each one of us has when we have done the work to activate it. You have to know that you have the power. You, human, have this unique and magnificent, godly, divine spark. And that spark is unique in the universe. When we begin to learn about the quantum universe and how we have the ability to manipulate energy, then a whole other realm of possibilities is opened up to you. It requires focus, it requires practice, it requires patience, it requires silence, it requires the will and the ability to follow through. Everybody is at different points of this all the time. I'm at this point of elation almost constantly now. Elation, like highest of the third, fourth, fifth, it's transmuting into the higher And as that happens for me, because of the work I'm doing, and I'm a true believer that the qualities of this point in time are generosity and forgiveness and just pure love and unity. Unity, unity. We are one. We are not separated. Our experience in this lifetime is not unique. It is a part of a greater web. And when you plug into that web, you are no longer alone. And you begin to let go of the shame and the frustration and the anger and the lack. Those are all the lowest frequencies in the third dimension. And you get stuck there. It's like glue, like super glue. And you have to work so hard to get out of those frequencies and learn how to trust. You have to learn how to receive. You have to learn how to give. You have to learn what value actually is. What is your value? What's the value of a dollar? What's the value of your child? And so, full activation in love, forgiveness, generosity, and unity. Focus on these things. And remember and say, we desire from the divine creator that earth be restored to her full glory, in which life is beautiful and abundant for all of God's creatures. Thank you. I love you. Namaste.